Hello, welcome to my second vlog. I thought I would start a new one today. I'm actually doing some work from home. So I've got some admin work that I do. And then the rest of the time I do a lot of creative support and mentoring for women in business. And so my admin work I'm going to do from home today. I'm like feeling really off balance. I get many ears, which is very frustrating. I have like these many years attacks that end up in like vertigo and headaches and like feeling really off balance. They usually affect like one ear more than the others. So it's not so much fun. However, it's really great to be able to work from home those days where I still feel a little bit off balance. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with past me who was organized, and I've like made these really yummy breakfasts. You just put rolled oats with a bit of water and then protein yogurt with some protein powder, vanilla protein powder, and then some frozen berries on top. I mean, that probably leaves a little bit, probably doesn't look amazing, but it tastes so good. And it just means that I'm like organized for breakfast. So it's really good when I'm leaving the house for breakfast, but also even when I'm going to be at home. So make myself quick coffee and then head into the office to get some work done. I love doing the last vlog. It was so much fun. And I won't, I'll be honest, it was a little bit vulnerable, right? Like it feels strange kind of showing people around like the back scenes, behind the scenes. But it is a really great way of me being able to get used to being in front of a camera and not articulating myself well, like I'm not now, right? I think in the past, like I just was so focused on saying the right thing at the right time and, um, perfectly editing everything. And it's just really nice to be able to just like talk about things. So, yes, I better crack on getting some admin work done. Got a good few hours admin work to do. And then later on today, I'll be doing some creative work as well. I'm really excited. I'm going to put my watch on. I am trying to move my body more. Um, there's times where I'm kind of a bit achy and not sleeping well and that kind of thing. And I just know that I need to get into better routine. So making this little breakfast is a really, really helpful way of me not skipping breakfast or not grabbing something really quick that isn't going to suit my body so well. So really excited to get those done. Moving my body is going to be very much a focus of mine for this next month, actually this year. Has it got enough battery? That is the question, and it does. So I'm actually putting in the goal for myself to do 8,000 steps. And a lot of you might go way past that every single day, but I was noticing when I've been wearing it like the last few weeks, I've been trying to wear it a lot just to see where I was at, that I'm not usually hitting the 8 at all. Quite often I am maybe around about the 6 with the odd day unplanned going over 10. And that's obviously if I'm doing something really physical or we've got a big day, right? So I'm wanting to be consistently doing 8,000 steps and then I'll pop it up to 9,000 and then I'll pop up to 10,000. So that's where we're at. So I'll go and get started on this admin work and then I'm going to have some little walkie breaks and yeah, let's have a good day. I absolutely love having the office as a place that I can go get my work done and shut the door, but also to have as my own space for my creativity. So let's face it needs a little bit of a tidy up right now. I've started to go through things, which, always makes more of a mess at the start. Okay, I wonder if that's at the right angle. Who actually knows? I guess we should test it. Hello, it is actually 2 days later and I'm sitting in the car. One of my kids has got drums. Luke's got drum lessons. And I'm just having a moment of silence. It is so windy out there. And I've got Charlie with me, Charlie dog. We're going to go for a walk. But it is insanely windy. So wish us luck. It's quite crazy. And I realized something. So I am filming this vlog using my Wii camera, my little Canon camera. And I've realized I have no idea what the sound is like on it, whether the sound is even working, how well it's picking up the sound. So I have no idea if this is actually recording well or anything. But anyway, today is the next day and it has been a day. some admin work this morning, quite a few things to sort out actually. And then I've been battling with a client video. I do video and audio editing for clients at times, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's so funny because this one particular video has just been like, oh my gosh, it has been testing me, but I am so pleased with the result. Thank goodness. I've just got to finish off one tiny little bit when I get home and then send it off to her. So I'm very, very pleased with it. But isn't it funny how sometimes things you do so often really can test you sometimes, especially when it comes to technology, right? So anyway, we have a quiet weekend plan, which I'm really, really stoked about. Still one day, still got Friday to go, and I've got lots of my own work to be doing. I'm going to be filming some solo episodes for Chit Chat with Jem for my YouTube channel, which I'm really excited about. I'm almost all set up for it. Do some final little notes tonight, and then have a bit of a filming day tomorrow. And I've got some more client editing to do. A new client, actually. I'm editing some audio for her, which is really exciting. So I have booked in my very first guest to have on Chit Chat with Jem, which I'm really excited about. They're not going to be like full-on interview typed podcast YouTube videos. They're really going to be chit chat with Jem. Like when I have my friends around and we have a coffee and we sit on the couch and we get chatting, I feel like we just talk to all depths, and that's what I want my Chit Chat with Jem series to be. I want it to be like we are laughing, we are being silly, like you can see every quirk, every like uniqueness about us. Like we laugh, we cry, we, you know, talk about deep stuff, we talk about silly stuff, like just all of it. I feel like the internet just needs even more realness, right? And that's what I love to watch myself. I love watching vlogs, I love watching real-time chats. Like I'm actually starting to realize that when I watch something that's so highly curated or highly practiced and rehearsed, or reading off something, I actually just switch off. So when I was thinking about sharing on YouTube, or actually I was thinking about my podcast, and I was like, how can I make it even more me? And I'm like, well, I really want to kind of challenge myself to do videos and to like really speak more naturally on videos. I feel like when I do audios, sometimes I can tend to almost like I'm saying a speech, right? Or like I've been practicing or like performing. I don't mean to, but my voice sounds presenty, and I just want to get away from that. And I was like, I want to really encourage myself to do video. And then when I really thought about it, I was like, well, what do I want my like channel to look like? And I knew straight away that I really want to talk to other women or people, right? I want to talk to people about their dreams, about their journeys, like the ups and the downs of their journeys. I want to talk about their own magic and like seeing themselves in their magic, and also then allowing themselves to be seen and heard in the world, right? Because that's such a journey in itself. And I know that everyone has so much to chat about. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have these chats. I'm excited. I've booked in my first 3 chit chats. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm really excited. Now, like despite the wind, that Charlie and I are going to go for a walk, aren't we, Charlie? I'm going to go for a walk in the wind. You go for a walk? Yeah? We're going to get absolutely blown away. Watch the space. Let me get some steps in. Charlie, what's all this? What is all this? Should we open it? Charlie's dog food has arrived. This is Charlie Brown, our border collie, and he has 2 different foods, and somehow I ended up ordering both boxes to be delivered on the same day. He is beyond excited, not only to see the courier, but now to unbox his food. What a cutie pie. I'm certainly having one of those mornings. So Taylor's working for the whole day. Great, he got a whole day shift. Luca's home from school sick. I've got lots of like editing and bits to do, and I'm just feeling like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I was going to go for a walk with Charlie to start the day off strong and get some steps in, and it is ready to absolutely pour down. So I'm unsure whether just to do a quick little walk, knowing that I could do a longer one later, or whether to just get started. So I've been trying to take care of a couple of things online, and I'm going to do more videos about this, but middle of last year I found out that I have ADHD. I got myself assessed, and one of the challenges that I was finding, and that I'm really experiencing this morning, so I thought I'd share with you, one of the challenges that I experience is I have all these little things that I'm wanting to do. So actually it started off with one thing that I wanted to do, which was, gosh, what was it? It was one thing, one platform that I was using, and I wanted to change my email because the email connected to it was an old one and they were going to contact with me, right? So I wanted to change my email. To do that, I had to verify it with the new email. So I went in there and a pop-up thing came and said, hey, you haven't quite set up your email fully. And I thought, haven't I? But it was just actually saying you haven't actually added a signature to your email. I thought, gosh, I better do that quickly, which is easy and fine. But along with the bottom of the signature, it had the option to add social media icons. So I was like, great, I'll quickly add those, then I'll be done, and I'll get back to what I was actually doing, right? Because I have stuff to do today, like. So the only trouble was when I went to do the social media icons, I then realized that my LinkedIn one was a bit funny. I had like TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, all the rest, and I was going to find all the links and click them and everything like that. Then I got stuck in LinkedIn because I realized that actually like I hadn't changed my profile picture and like my branding around it. So I was like, oh my gosh, I should quickly do that because the whole look is wrong. And when I went in to change the profile picture, it had all of the information in the links, and I realized that like my Instagram link was wrong because it was like my old Instagram name. So I changed that, and it spiraled into this big thing. Then it came up and said, you should verify your LinkedIn account, which it doesn't look like it costs anything, but I scanned the QR code, so then it took me through, and I've now had to download the LinkedIn app on my phone. So I actually got distracted doing something else because I saw somebody post something that I really wanted to send them a kind message about, something that is happening in their life. So I went and did that. Then I just looked around me and was like, what was I doing? I had to look at one of the other tabs, and I'm like, oh, a QR code. And I looked on this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was downloading the app. And I was like, why was I downloading the app? And I was like, oh, to verify myself. Wait, why was I in LinkedIn verifying myself? Oh, right, because I was originally making the signature for my email. Why was I making a signature for my email? Because I was just trying to change my email in the platform that I was trying to do my work on. And why I'm sharing this is because this sums up how much of an absolute maze my mind is, and I'm actually on my ADHD meds right now. So it's exhausting, and sometimes it makes me a bit emotional, and also it's wild, right? Like, I just got quite a few things done in a very short amount of time, but actually I probably didn't get done what I wanted to get done, right? But so that kind of gives you a bit of an example. If you haven't got an ADHD brain yourself, you don't know someone with ADHD, that's what our minds are doing like all of the time. But that was a really good working example of me just getting completely distracted, but being quite productive, I suppose, and going around in a circle and getting lots of things done and then swinging back. I'm lucky I swung back. Sometimes I don't swing back to things. If it's something like doing things around the house or doing messages or replying to things, I cannot swing back for a couple of days before I'm like, oh, wow, I only half did that. So really challenging and something I'm working through. I do actually have a great app on my phone that I work through things usually methodically, but yeah, clearly I haven't been following enough today. So I'm going to go back to doing my app, getting back on track to what I was currently doing. Usually what I do, if you're looking for a helpful tip, if you can relate to this and your mind works like this too, with this app you can excuse me, add like to-do list tasks. So if I come across something that was like my signature on my email and be like, oh my gosh, I must make that signature, instead of doing it right there and then, I would actually go and add it to my app of something that I could do later. And that's worked really, really well for me for like the last 7 months. Sort of grew to work really well with me, and then every so often I find myself not doing that, and it's okay. I don't beat myself up around it. It is exhausting, I would say. However, I just go, oh, that's right, I remember what works for me now. I should actually do a special video just talking about the app that I use on my phone to organize all of that stuff, daily to-dos, and the app that I use on my computer to organize all of my like project and ideas and client work. Let me know in the comments if that would be helpful, because they've been a lifesaver for me, and as I say, majority of the time they work. And also, we're not looking for a quick fix here in terms of like, this is how my brain works, so it's just about managing it and not being hard on myself. So if you relate to all of this, don't be hard on yourself too. It's just about finding things that work for you, and when you find yourself slipping away, just bring yourself back and go, it's okay, let's go back to what we know works well for us. It is the next day, once again, Saturday. I've just spent actually a couple of hours sewing. And fun fact, I used to have a fashion brand, so I went to fashion school straight out of high school, my own fashion brand, and loved it, women's wear fashion. Did it for like 10 to 12 years. Wasn't massive, I used to run it from home. It was still full on. And then I got to the point where I think I almost detested sewing. I think probably just because, I think the business side of things took all the creativity of it. I'm making pancakes, yes, they're from a bag, because I just needed to make myself things easy this week, and we're doing a fun, like a Valentine's Day, actually it's just a weekend, like breakfast with the kids. So I'm getting ready to make those. But yeah, I am altering a flower girl dress, which I'm really excited about. It's for brother-in-law, sister-in-law getting married next weekend. So been doing a little bit of sewing for that. I've got a fitting this afternoon. But it was so funny to be behind a machine again. I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much more than I did like 5 years ago. So for a while after I finished my label, I would do like alterations for people. I found myself making backdrops for a photographer. I made huge black curtains for their studio. It was great, it was wild, and it was been really great to have that skill. Really stoked to get back to a point where I potentially enjoy it again. But yeah, look, as a busy mum, never frown at yourself for just taking easy options sometimes. And these buttermilk pancake mix are so yum, so easy. You can just mix them up in the thing, but I always get the mix like stuck at the bottom. I don't know. If there's any tips around that, let me know. So yeah, love that. Add water, and away we go. Can't really get much easier than that, can you? So yeah, we've had a busy couple of weeks, and next weekend's going to be really busy with like family around and wedding, like practice on the Friday, wedding on the Saturday, barbecue on the Sunday, which is really exciting. So we're just enjoying a little bit of a quieter weekend this weekend, getting that sewing done, getting some things done around the house. I'm going to start cooking these and start tidying the rest of the kitchen. Anyone else? While I'm cooking them. But yeah, other than that, we're going to have a bit of a quieter weekend, which I'm very pleased about. And the sun's actually shining. I thought it was supposed to rain today, and as I'm saying that, I'm actually spotting some clouds. Anyway, I better start cooking these. Because I've got some hungry tummies, including my own. So we'll catch up with you soon. So I have my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are getting married tomorrow. So I've just been to get my brows done. I feel like I've got lots of last little minute wedding bits to do, yeah? So I'm going to sit and watch Bridgerton and sew up the hems of my husband's new trousers. Then I've got to do my like toenails and fingernails. I'm looking forward to like just having some chill girly time, watching Bridgerton, getting a couple of things done. But yeah, I just need this time to just sit and possibly get this out of my face, but just to sit and have some me time. It's going to be a very people-y weekend, and if there's one thing I've learnt about myself, like, let me know in the comments if you're the same. There's one thing I know about myself, is that I love being around people, and I also love being in my own space, or by myself, or with my immediate family. There's something in that recharges me, and I really do need a bit of both. And I used to think that that was just like me being a hermit, like I'm a 6'2" in human design, so I really do like being like a social butterfly, and then also like, okay, I'm peopled out, being a little bit of a hermit and in my own space. So I'm going to have a couple of hours of that right now, getting a few quieter things done, and then we've got extra family in town obviously, so there might be a bit of catching up with them, and then we've got the wedding practice tonight. It's all getting very real and very exciting. It'll be fun to get dressed up tomorrow. I mean, you don't get dressed up much these days, I feel. I don't. I did try on my heels last night to make sure that I can still walk in heels, so that was good. At least I managed to do that. It was a success, with some new, like, you know how you get those gels that you put under the ball of your feet, so that should make walking and dancing a little bit easier, and more comfortable. But yeah, at this point I'm just looking forward to watching Bridgerton and getting some bits done.
Good fortune with all of your things, Lady Bridgerton.
Truly sorry, Lady Bridgerton.
Come along, Penelope. We don't want to talk their ears off.
Hello, it is, I would say, like a week later from when I last was filming, and it's been a big week. It's been a really big week. So my brother-in-law and fiance got married on Saturday. Oh, what a stunning day. What a stunning day. But it's not just the day, is it? Like, there's the days leading up to it that you're like getting yourself ready, and you know, like I was doing, getting my eyebrows done and getting my nails done, and I think that's what I was last filming. See, that's been so long that I can't, it's terrible. And then there's extra family in town, and I'm making sure that everyone else has got everything, like buying husband new shoes, trousers, taking up trousers, like all of those like extra things that are so exciting. I love that build up to like a big fun event. They really were so blessed. It was beautiful and sunny. There was only a little breeze, and I think that it might have rained a really tiny little bit like after we all went inside for the reception. So yeah, it was absolutely stunning. The bride and the groom looked just beautiful, and of course, and so did everyone else. It's just so fun going to those events that we all get to dress up, because we don't really get a chance to, do we? And although I am making a huge intention to have fun with what I wear and my fashion on a daily basis, it's like when you go to a really dressy event and you get to dress up and wear heels, and it's just so much fun. And that's actually another thing, heels. I just, because I don't go out like that very often, I just don't wear heels. I thought that my feet were doing well, but they'd just gone numb, and I couldn't feel them. Not numb, but they'd like lost all feeling. I guess that's numb. And so I was able to just dance, and I wasn't worried, and I didn't mind. And then I thought, oh my gosh, it was like the last 5 songs. I thought to myself, my feet are gonna fall off, and I could tell I was getting blisters. So up till yesterday, like it's the Wednesday after the wedding today, and I've had like plasters on them to make sure that they didn't rub on anything. But yeah, and it was beautiful the day after the wedding. We caught up on family. I love the after, like the day after barbecue, right? It is so fun. It is relaxed. So yeah, we're back into the swing of things, and I have the most exciting day planned. I've taken annual leave from the day job today. So I have an admin job that I do in university, and I thought, no, I'm not. I'm going to take annual leave today, and I'm going to do a filming day. because I am going to be filming a really exciting series called Chit Chat with Jem, where I am going to be speaking to guests. I am also going to do solo episodes. However, today is like a guest episode filming day with a couple of solos, I think, in between them. So just a really big filming day, and I cannot wait. I thought I'd be really nervous, and I'm not. And I think one of the biggest reasons about that is when in the past when I've gone to do filming, I'm really worried about all the details and being how I'm supposed to be and having like real structured questions and all of that kind of thing. And that's so far away from who I am as a person and how I want to do things within my business and within my YouTube channel. So I just want it to be relaxed. Yes, there are topics that I feel super passionate that I want to talk to them about, and I don't actually want that to be really structured. I want it to take whatever shape it takes, which is really great. I want these Chit Chat with Gems to take whatever shape they're going to take, and I love that. Like, I know that I go off down rabbit holes and I'm off on tangents all over the place, and I know that a lot of my guests will be too, and I think that's the funnest part of chatting with your girls, right? And this is what I want these Chit Chat with Gems to be like. Some of them will be in person if the guest is local, and some of them will be online. And either way, it's just gonna be so bloody fun. I love just curling up on the couch, having a coffee and having a chat just like I am with you now, and not feeling like we need to perform or stick to a strict schedule and stuff, you know. So that's my day. But before I do the filming, I have got to clean up the lounge. I mean, look, when you've had a family wedding over a weekend, you haven't been able to like catch up on the house stuff. The lounge room that is hopefully like behind me is just a state. The dog has pulled one of his toys everywhere, and there was fluff everywhere, and you know, the breakfast dishes are on the bench and stuff like that. Not that like the kitchen is going to be in the Chit Chat with Jem, but I just want to get the space nice so I feel nice and relaxed before I crack into filming day. But I thought I'd take you guys along, as well as filming the intro and that kind of thing. So I'm excited. I'm really bloody excited. And as I say, I thought I'd be nervous. So the fact that I'm excited and not nervous actually makes me more excited, because it just shows me that I'm sitting in okay, I'm getting emotional now. The fact that I am feeling excited and not nervous has me really excited, because it shows me that I'm sitting in me. I'm not feeling stressed about how everything is supposed to be, and I'm not feeling stressed about how I should be and what it should look like and what it should be like. And that's exactly what I want these Chit Chat with Gems to be like. It's exactly what I want me to be like, is just me. And I think that often in the past when I've done things like this, maybe recorded videos, like I still felt really stressed about what that was supposed to look like, how it was supposed to be, and how I should be presenting it. And so without really realizing, I found myself, you know, I guess performing or masking or just molding myself to how I thought I should be. So I feel really just excited that I'm excited and not really nervous. And if I'm already emotional, it could be an emotional day, guys. It's like, oh, take a deep breath, Jem. I'm stoked. I took a whole day to do this. And now I'm going to put on some music, have a dance, and then crack into getting some of this tidying up done. Cheers, guys. Cheers to filming day, my very first filming day for Chit Chat with Jem. cheers to us. You're right along with me, right? Okay, I've finished my very first filming day and I feel quite sore in the throat. It was so good. I got a few solo episodes done. I got one of my guest ones done. One of the guest ones we're going to do another day, and I just feel so good. It was such a fun day, and I'm tired now. I'm like, you know, when you do, I never thought that I could talk too much, like talk too much, that I am now tired, but I am. So I thought I'd wrap this vlog up. I feel so good to have started, and something that feels really exciting to me is that if I keep doing these videos, possibly once a month I could have a filming day and really film a bunch of them, but also film some throughout, and do my vlogs as well, that by the end of the year there will be so many videos for you guys to watch, and I'm really excited about it. I'll also be more relaxed, more confident, more seamless, not that it needs to be, right? But yeah, I'm excited. I had the best day. I had my friend Sarah here with her baby Ryan, and oh my gosh, we were wondering why he was so upset. He's been quite upset over the last couple of days for her, and we realize now it's because he is cutting his first tooth. And like, oh my gosh, my throat is literally so dry. He's cutting his first tooth. We got a photo of it. No wonder he was so growly, the poor thing. But we recorded for like an hour and 3/4, so we're gonna have a few little mini episodes from that, and it's gonna be hilarious to edit because there is a million, like, Ryan cuddles, Ryan bounces, Ryan screams, and then there's like Georgie our cat walks through and all of the things, which I love that that's what happened when we recorded, and can't wait for you to see it. But anyway, I thought I'd wrap up this vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.